I'm going to fix this controller board taken from a Frigidaire oven that does not heat up properly, and as you can see has a dim display. My first step is to take it apart so we can take a closer look at it. I'm going to start by checking the back of the board for any obvious signs of failure. And it does look like we have a damaged solder joint here. If we flip it over, we can see that the joint belongs to this large relay, which controls the baking option. Now this is consistent with the failure the customer was experiencing, but before we begin that repair, I do want to show you how we replace the display. And if you're interested in trying to do the display replacement yourself, we do have these available for sale on our website. I'm going to start by desoldering some of the support pins. This frees up the bottom of the display. And now we can start desoldering the top pins. We have 3 supports on each side and a long row of data pins in the center. And for those of you wondering, we are using the Chemtronics Chemwick to desolder the pins. Our display should now be free and clear. Okay, I'm actually getting a little bit of resistance, so I might have one more joint I need to desolder. And there we go. Now I'm going to select a new display to install. Now because our new replacement displays do not have the bottom support pins, we are going to be using this double-sided adhesive pad from 3M to provide the support. While the displays we have are brand new from the manufacturer, there is on occasion a couple bent pins, so you do always want to double check and make sure all of your pins are nice and straight so that you have an easier time inserting the new display into the circuit board. Now we can start soldering in our new display, and because there's only 2 of the 3 pins, the last one we don't technically need to solder it down. And for those of you wondering, we use the Kester solder with part number 24-6337-0027. These next 2 pins are going to be connected to one another, so if there is a solder bridge, that's okay. Now we're going to do a quick cleanup using some isopropyl alcohol. Now that the new display has been installed, let's repair the bad solder joint. I actually like to start desoldering by adding some solder first so I can get really good flow, especially in those burnt areas. Now we can go ahead and more easily desolder all of the solder. Another clean with the isopropyl alcohol. And now that we have a nice clean surface, we can go ahead and add our new fresh solder. I'm also noticing some of the other relay pins are starting to develop some cracked solder joints, so we're going to go ahead and touch those up as well. To fully refurbish this controller board, there are a few more solder joints we need to touch up and a few components that we also need to replace. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to go ahead and reassemble it, do a quick test so we can show you the results. As you can tell, the display is much brighter and fully visible. Let's do a check for our bake function, make sure that we get proper continuity on the relay now that we fixed it. Okay, the relay just clicked and we have continuity. If you need to send in your controller board for us to fix, we offer flat rate services, which of course come with a 1-year warranty. Those will be available on our website, linked in the description down below. We'll also have the displays available for sale.